gateway to everything that ever was. Life or can be. This is naughty. Get ready. This is the moment you've been waiting for since the day you were born. Now, Dawn, Will, with me to the TARDIS.
Hi guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about Doctor Who episode 10 of series 10, The Eaters of Light. Now, this is my least favourite episode of the series so far. I'm going to tell you why. But first, let's get on to the good points. So, Peter Capaldi was an amazing performer of the Doctor through in and throughout. It was brilliant. Bill, again, was on top form. She was amazing. Nardole was great in this episode. But, yeah, and the music and direction and editing was good. But now let's talk about the bad things. This is literally... It's a bit filler, being honest with you. It's a bit of a filler episode, because it's the penultimate to the finale. It's kind of like... well, first of all, I don't think it is Rona Munro's fault. I think because of the new format with the new series, that's a 45-minute episode, instead of the actual, what is it called, the actual, like, 6-part stories you get in Classic Who, well, Survival, which was her story, was a 3-part, 25-minute episode each story. It was on for 80 minutes, that story I have looked at. This on for like nearly half the time of that. And I think that's why it's one of the weaker stories. If it was in parts, like a classic series, I'd probably enjoy it. And they'd probably have more time to cram in more of the monster. Now that's a problem I've got as well. The monster was not in it. It was barely in it. There was only about 3 or 4 scenes with a monster in it, and that, like, there was 2 murders in it, literally. I know it's bad to say murders, but you need to see the threat of a villain in an episode, and there was no threat, in my opinion, with the villain killing any of the main characters. It looked amazing. Like, the CGI on the actual Eater of Light was great. It actually looked really, really convincing. But it was not really shown and used that well. It had lots of potential. The whole story had a lot of potential and was not used fully. And I will say this about the ending as well. The ending was literally one of the best things about this episode. And the Next Time trailer as well, which was really uplifting, and I'm really looking forward to the next episode now. But yeah, I just feel really underwhelmed with this episode, and I think that's the problem. I am very underwhelmed, and I thought it'd be a lot more than it is, and that's the problem I have with it. But that's really it. It is the worst episode in Series 10 so far. However, it was okay. It weren't that bad. It had some good moments, like the crow when Nardole was looking at the crow. That's a good scene. But I feel this episode should not have been placed with the Empress of Mars, because it was a bit similar to the Empress of Mars, wasn't it? Think about it. 2 teams colliding together to defeat the enemy. The Ice Warriors and Victorians, the Ninth Legion, and the Barbarian people. Yeah, it's exactly the same story. I thought it was okay, the story, but it could have been a lot more. It could have been such a good story. I think I should have... my expectations were too high for this story. And that's the problem, in my opinion. That's what I think is the problem. And I understand now that I'm not supposed to let my expectations go too high, because I will probably ruin it for myself. And, yeah. So, overall, this episode was a disappointing episode. However, it was still okay. It was still a pretty good episode. So overall, however, it's the worst, so I'm going to rate it a 6.9 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop a like and see us later.